The last thing we're going to cover is the shared access policies. There's also the shared access signatures that are for the storage accounts specifically. And these things provide special connections to resources. Any resource that supports the shared access policies, you can see here on the left under the shared access policies. I have made the service bus from earlier, service bus namespace 405, and this shared access policy was made automatically. There's always one that's made automatically whenever you create a service bus namespace that is called root manage shared access key. So when you open up this resource, it's going to have some new keys for you and some connection strings for you that allow you to be able to connect to that resource. So first it specifies what it can do: manage, send, listen. Putting manage over send and listen is a little obsolete because when you have manage, then you also have send and listen. But the keys are something that can be used in a variety of ways, but they provide a bit of a personal connection to the resource. If something happens to your keys, as if they're compromised or something, then you can come up here, you can regenerate the secondary key or the primary key, whichever one needs to be done. So let's make my own right here, and I'm going to call this one the send and listen. Let's say that I have somebody who's going to be working with my resource right here, but I don't want them to have the manage resource. I just want them to have the send and the listen permissions. So once I've created this, I can take the primary key, the connection, the second key, the primary connection string, the secondary connection string, and I can give those to them. You can see that these are hidden, so they're sensitive values. We don't want just anybody to know about them, but we can view them clearly right here if we want to see what they are, or we can just copy them and send them off to the person who's supposed to be using it. Storage accounts have their own unique way of doing it, whereas the others are called shared access policy. The one for the storage account specifically is called the shared access signature, often used as SAS for the abbreviation. Now, this one is more detailed because storage accounts are very powerful, and we can see that there's other inner resources within it. We have the containers, file shares, queues, and tables. So when you make this, you specify which of those they can use: the blob, file, queue, and table. Maybe you don't want them to have certain ones here. And the allowed resource types, the allowed permissions, so what it is they're allowed to do on it. Maybe, for example, we don't want them to have the ability to delete something, so we can remove that when we create this. And then we have the start and the expiry dates of our SAS token. So this one is set up so that it's only going to last for a few hours, but maybe you can have it be longer. You can have it be a few weeks or a few months, however long it will be. You can specify the allowed IP addresses. You can specify whether it can use HTTPS or HTTPS and HTTP, and signing key, whether it's 1 or whether it's 2, and then you can generate the shared access signature and the connection string that could be used for it. You can open up this right here that gives you a bit more context about how to create these shared access signatures for it, but you can think of these as someone's own personal connection to it. So think about what that person needs, why they need it, how much control they should have over the resource, so that you can make these shared access signatures and shared access policies for those people.